Telford again. He's beat his man. He's had a shot off the post. Howdo, ladies and gents. Welcome back to the York City Save on Football Manager 2017. And let's not fuck about because we've got a lot to get through. It's the first episode of Season 3. We've been promoted twice in a row. Let's see what we've done in terms of transfers. That's the most important thing to look at, right? And let's start with the right-hand column. There are a lot of outgoings here. Mostly on free transfers, mostly players released. I believe this season starts here. Leathering is gone. Sad day, another sad day. Chicken's gone. Matt Fry, Brody. The bro, the star of the show for the first, 7 or 8 episodes. He just wasn't good enough for the Football League. Certainly not for League One. So he's gone. Skapitis, I signed him on a free and he just kept getting injured. He never became anything, didn't really fulfill his potential. Williams, I didn't play him after signing him permanently. Bobby Mosley can fuck off. Henry Lander, Nick Kennedy, Kane Felix. Ryan Brunt never made the grade, never really did it for me. Looks great on his stats, but he just never really played well. Clapperson, Barber, Buckley Ricketts, Luke Simpson, and Michael Taylor all gone. And we got a bit of money for Kane Ferdinand, which is nice. Now to the good bit. The signings in. Now you saw me sign Jacob Mellis. He looks like a well-rounded player. He can play in any of the midfield positions if I need him to. Apart from maybe the defensive ones, his tackling and marking are not good. But certainly attacking and central midfield spots he'd be fairly decent at. Now, a bit of money that I did spend. See, the thing is, right, I was going to talk about this later, but I'll talk about it now. August this year, this month that we're in right now, this is the first time we've made money as a club. And the club's balance is now just over £1 million, which is way higher than it's been the entire time. I think there was a big spike in the graph. I'm pretty sure that's just the prize money coming in. But we've made constant month-on-month losses of around 100 grand a month. So even though the board have given me about 250 grand to spend, I don't want to spend it because the club's financial status is insecure and just constantly hemorrhaging money. So I don't really want to spend any. The bit of money I did spend was on Keller Roos, who requested a transfer from Derby, unhappy at his lack of playing time. And for League One, he looks a very good goalkeeper to me. His passing is 1, which is strange. And his reflexes are a little lower, 8, lower than Johnny Madison. But on pretty much every other key stat he hasn't beaten. His agility and physicals in general are great. He's 6'4", so he's got a lot of AO, which he's got good command, good communication. He's brave, good decision maker. He looks decent. He looks a good goalkeeper for this level. Oh, don't make me do a for this level counter again. Dominic Telford, next man in, from Stoke on loan. He looks a very decent striker. He's got a bit of pace about him. He's fit. He plays an advanced forward, and he's got good dribbling, good finishing, good first touch, very good heading. He's only 5'8", but he can head a ball if the opportunity is there. He's got good work rate, good composure, and good off the ball, which are all the main things that attracted me to him. And since we've signed him, he has made 5 appearances, scored 6 goals, and got an assist. 2 Man of the Match awards at an average of 7.84. Fantastic. Now, next up is a man, or boy, I should say, 18, with the biggest mismatch of first name and surname that I've ever seen, and that's what happened when you're a Colombian born in London. His surname's Carlo Poveda, and his first name is Ian. Ian Carlo Poveda. What the fuck is that? But is a decent looking cam on loan from Man City. Got good technique, decent passing, can shoot from range. Can take free kicks. He's got a decent touch. He's good at dribbling. His finishing's a bit to be desired, but got a bit of flair. His mentals in general could use work, but he's got a bit of pace about him. Now, this signing became crucial when Aidan Connolly broke his leg. He'll be out for about 9 months probably. And his backup last season, Kyle Kopp, I think he's got strained knee ligaments. He's out for about 6 to 8 months as well. So Ian Carlo came in, and naturally he is also injured. But not for that long. He should be back 1 to 4 days, as you can see. He won't make the first game of the season, which is today. Or the second, but he might well be back for the third, which is good. Next up, another striker, a target man this time. Target man at 6 foot tall, as you can see here, but look at these physical stats. He's quick, He's strong. He's fit. His lowest physical stats are 13. He's 20 years old. That's mad. And then add to that some reasonable mental stats. He's brave. He's composed, determined. Got good teamwork and good work rate. Decent off the ball. Can't really pass a ball, which might hold up his hold-up play a little. But he's got good heading, good first touch, which will help for his hold-up play, and he's got good finishing. He also has played very well pre-season. 4 appearances, 4 goals, an assist, and a man of the match at 7.82. Looking very good. Ovi Ejaria on loan from Liverpool. We've had a bit of an injury crisis. I'll go through that with you in a second. And this signing is kind of a direct reaction to that. I was looking at, we have a lot of central midfielders in this club. I was looking at them and thinking that a few of them wouldn't make the grade in this league anyway, and then a few of them got injured. So I've brought in Ovi. He looks okay. His passing is decent. He's got decent first touch. He can dribble really well. He's composed. He's got good decision making. He's very determined. His work rate and his vision are alright. His physicals are alright. I'm not sure if he'll work out or not, but as I'll cover in more depth after we've looked at young Adrian here, a regen from Man City whose attributes are already flying up, and they were decent to start out with. He's got good tackling, alright marking and heading, 6 foot tall, good physicals. But what really attracted me to him are his mental stats: 14 aggression, 14 bravery, 11 anticipation is okay, 17 determination, 15 positioning, 13 teamwork, 14 work rate. As an 18-year-old, this young Welsh lad could be a top centre back and will probably start for us alongside Sonny. But yeah, as you can tell, 5 loan signings. All these loan signings aren't costing me a penny. They're all completely free for the season. So the only money I've spent is 58 grand, potentially 120 grand on Keller Roos, which I hope doesn't end up being regrettable. I really hope it doesn't. But yeah, we've got money to spend. They've given us, well, actually not that much anymore. It has dropped down since Keller, but we have made money. Let me find that graph for you. In fact, I can go to finance, can't I? So yeah, see, we've made money this month. Oh, actually not anymore. See, that's gone down. Let me find you the email that I got. On the monthly financial update, we were down. Income was huge for this month, and so we actually made a profit of $500,000 and got our overall balance up to over $1 million. But even just in the couple of weeks since then, as you can see, we're dipping again already. So I don't really want to be spending money because the financial status, as you can see, is insecure. So that's kind of dictated my transfer policy, really, with the free loans and just spending money on a keeper, which I felt like we needed, and I couldn't find a decent one to loan. So now then, unfortunately, we go to the injuries. So for this first game of the season, Cal Kopp injured out 6 to 8 months. Callum Whelan injured for 6 to 12 days, which is fine, but he was a backup anyway. Vera is suspended because he got sent off towards the end of the season. Joe Pigott out for 1 to 4 days. He'll miss the first couple of games. Aidan Connolly 6 to 7 months with a broken leg. Poveda also 1 to 4 days. So we've barely really filled a bench. We've not got much more than a bench full and a team, which I'll run through with you in just a moment because I just want to show you one last thing. 2 last things. The first of which is the World Cup, which Brazil won in the final against France, but that's not the bit I want to show you. What I want to show you is if I go to all groups here and just scroll down, I'll scroll slower than that so you can see it, and just scroll down, just keep your eye out for any British teams. Keeping your eye out. Yep, that's right. Not a single British team qualified for the World Cup. Dog shit. And the other thing I want to look at, as always, it's always interesting, is the world of financial of transfers in world football, just sorting by fee. And let's have a quick look. So Isco Disco has gone to AS Monaco. That's a great signing. 35 million, that's decent. What's his stats like on this game? Fucking great. Lucas Digne has gone from Barca to PSG. That's pretty standard. Troy Dean has gone to Newcastle for up to 16.5 million. Shit. Danny Ings from Stoke to Bournemouth. So he's moved about a bit. Let's have a look at his history. So Stoke bought him for 8.25 million. He played 6 times and scored 3. with an alright average rating, and then they've made a profit on him after a year. That's a bit of a weird one. Not much else here to write home about. Everton have been selling, and Villa and Ajer both gone for a bit of money. We'll have a look if then. And Shani Tarasai. Oh, crossover. A bit of a sad crossover class in this one. He's been sold to Fulham for a decent bit of money, but he has gone. So here we get the big ones then in July. Renato Sanchez to Man City for 72 million, potentially rising to 91 million pounds. And when you look at his card, it's hard to argue. Look how rounded those stats are for a 20-year-old centre mid. Holy shit. James Rodriguez has gone to Man United, 56 million. Looks decent on this game. Nothing, well. Do you remember when it was supposed to be the next world great? And it hasn't really happened. It was after the World Cup, the last one, wasn't it? When it was outstanding for Colombia, to be fair. But his stats are amazing on this game, but in real life it hasn't really happened for him. Mauro Icardi has finally got his move away from Inter to Real Madrid for fucking hell, 50 million quid. Alvaro Morata then has left, so Real Madrid just essentially got Icardi for free. They swapped him for Morata as far as they're concerned. Man City shelling out masses of money on Alvaro Morata, if I can speak, Jesus, who's a good striker, but not 50 million worth. Is Icardi 50 million worth? Maybe. With the pace and the anticipation and the finishing. Maybe. Iñaki Williams to Arsenal, a very Arsenal-like signing. A young winger. Riyad Mahrez to Bayern, shit, for 50 million, wow. That's big, that's big. And one to really upset Franny. Lukaku to Atletico Madrid for 34.5 million, possibly 43. And the best player on the game, Leon Goretzka to Arsenal. Great signing, Arsenal. Great signing. And in August, nothing of any great interest other than Giroud to Monaco. Pretty predictable, really. Yeah, he's still awesome at 31. Look at those fucking stats for a target, man. Holy shit. But enough of that. It's time to start. It's time to get going. We have Shrewsbury in the first game of the season at home in the league, and then we're going to play Hull away in the League Cup. 2 games today. Not today. 2 games in this episode. We're kicking it off hot. We're hoping we're going to get a win to start the season off, but I'm not all that confident that we will. So from this injury and suspension plagued squad, I have managed to throw out this team. We're going to go with Keller Roos in goal, Sean Rooney, one of the surviving members of the original York team. At right back, he still looks really good even for this level. Sonny Bradley alongside young Adrian Michael, the young regen from Man City, at centre back. Joe Maguire at left back. Clovis, another survivor, in there at defensive midfield, mainly because I still haven't really found anyone better. Chris Atkinson is still one of our best players, excellent. Ovi's going to start as a deep line playmaker on support. Jacob Mellis is going to come in as an advanced playmaker who wouldn't normally, but injuries have kind of forced my hand. And we're going to start with 2 youngsters up front because they've both been excellent pre-season, with Telford next to Mavididi. So Shrewsbury are favourites for this match, but not by that much, really. We're not that outgunned here. Pick the team out. You've left Ben Whiteman out. Yeah, whatever. So their team then. Anyone that I recognise. Leach Smith, I recognise the name. He looks. He's got a bit of pace about him. He can finish reasonably. He doesn't look amazing though. He doesn't look as good as my strikers. Toner, O'Brien, O'Sullivan, Willock. Is that Jack Barmby? It is indeed. Decent winger, good dribbling and crossing, good finishing. He actually looks very good. I'm a little bit worried about him. El Abd, Pearson, Keown. I thought that might be Martin Keown. I thought it was an M. And Mitch Hancock's with Luke Weller in goal. So not all that much to worry about. I don't think we're going to be that outgunned. Hopefully we can do a decent job here. I'm going to passionately... Actually, no, I'm going to calmly say to... I'm going to calmly wish them luck. I didn't do anything. Let's passionately tell them I have faith in them then. when your experiment doesn't work, go back to what you know. So, first highlight, 16 minutes in. We've had the most of the ball, but the game looks a bit dead so far, and it looks like it's going to be their attack first up. They're flat 4-4-2, giving them lines across midfield, but the ball's poor. Clovis easily cuts it out. Here's Ajaria. Mellis, we're a little slow in midfield here. Let's try and move it a little quicker. Spread out a little, lads. Spread out a little. Telford's dropped deep for the ball and then played it long for Mavididi. That's good. Overlapping is Maguire. Mellis, Atkinson. There's Telford again. He's beat his man. He's had a shot off the post. Fucking hell, lad. He does look good, isn't he? I am going to watch this replay because I want to see just how good this turning shot really was. So it's going to get played forward by Telford, and he makes his run and finds his space. Atkinson finds him, nutmegs his man, and then left foot strike off the fucking post and bar by the look of it. Oh, he does look good, doesn't he? He does look good. But it's their corner, 37 minutes in. Roos kind of flaps it in, and it's their goal. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So we've dominated possession, we've dominated the play, but we've conceded, and it looks like it's going to be a sloppy one. O'Brien with the corner in for them. I'm going to watch Roos here. Yeah, he doesn't really get past the man and just kind of flaps it a little. And it's a tap in for El Abd. Okay. Alright. Half time. I'm going to calmly ask him to show me something else. But I'm also going to passionately say they weren't that bad. And hopefully we can have the desired effect. And it has for everyone apart from Mellis, who looks like the man's going to be coming off because his fitness is a little low. Don't think I'm going to do it yet though, because I don't really have anyone that can bring him off for. I'll have to see who else can play at cam. And he's actually played okay in there. Do I want to change anything tactically? Not just yet, because we have had the better of it. Just a sloppy goal conceded. So we'll just go. We'll just roll. With that Rotherham score flashing up here, there is something I noticed earlier. Rotherham United, as many of you may know from watching previous videos, I am a Rotherham fan. Their manager is Steve McLaren on this game. Fuck off.
Causing them problems. It's been the perfect response. You'd think that, no problem, start again, keep dominating, keep getting pressure on the Iceland back four. The only thing that they have got is the big boy up front, Sigurdsson, who really, Sigthorsson.
Oh, my word.
Oh.
Tell us.
Atkinson wins it, plays it forward for Mavididi. Good hold-up play. Brings in Ajari. He might be a bit deep. I might try and move him forward a little. Maguire. Coming inside. Play it. Atkinson's there. Telford. Play Mavididi. He has. Mavididi's got the pace to get there, and he fucking wins it, and he scores. Straight after half-time. I was right not to change anything. We're back in it at one apiece. Good goal as well. Good play. Well done, Maguire. He won't get the assist for this, but it was his work. He cuts. It comes inside. Atkinson drops a little deeper to get the ball. Telford plays a great ball through. Mavididi has the pace and has the finish. I don't know what their keeper's doing. It's like he's trying to fucking drop kick him or something. Drop kick Mitch Hancock's in the end. So just over an hour in and nothing else of interest has happened yet apart from Steffi Mavididi getting a minor injury, a potential head injury, so it might not be that minor. So we're not going to risk him. He has played very well, but we're going to bring him off. Who can do a better job as a target man? I think it'll be Cassidy. Because I don't want to mix the roles up. Yeah, Cassidy's a decent target man. Cassidy can come on. And I'm actually going to take Mellis off as well. So who can play at cam? Ovi. Ovi can play at cam. Very well indeed. Yes, all right. And then I'll bring O'Hanlon in that spot. And it won't be as deep like in playmaker. It'll be a central midfielder on support. Yes, good. Good. Steffi has got a gashed head. Steffi Mavididi, by the way. I didn't mention this before. What a name that is. Say it out loud right now. Steffi Mavididi. That's phenomenal. And we have a highlight. Is it ours? Yes, it is. Cassidy. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Fucking hell. Alright. Alex has recovered it, but only smashed it forward. Looks like it might be their highlight then. Looking forward for Toner, or the young regen. But he's been bullied off the ball by Sonny. Here's Rooney. Forward for Telford. Come on, lad. Willett got back at him. Whose highlight is this going to be? Answers on a postcard. It's going to be theirs. Here comes Toner down the left. Can he whip a ball in? He's turned away and played it back for Willock. Okay, interesting. Is Willock going to shoot? Yes, he is. And Kelly Roos saves easily. Is that the highlight? I hope not. Because if it was shit. And it was. Cheers, mate. 75 minutes, we have a sub left. Ovi's a little tired, but I don't really have anyone else who can play in that position, and I don't want to change the shape. Clovis is booked, but I don't see much interest in taking him off. I will, however, change him to ball midfielder on support. Just try and push him up a little bit, win the ball a bit higher up. I don't think I'm going to change anything, actually. Other than that I just said then. Oh, maybe Rooney. Yeah, I'll bring Sean Rooney off, and we'll bring in Josh Robinson. Leave him on attack, actually. He's got much better at attacks to keep playing him there. And I'll passionately tell him I have faith in him. My coaches keep recommending that I transfer list him, but he's really versatile, and he's a good sub to have, so I'm going to keep him. Same with Alex Whittle. Neither of them have ever let me down. Well, they have, but they very, very rarely. Rotherham have turned that round and gone to winning. Steve McLaren, I take it all back, mate. Can we turn it round and win? If we're going to have to do it late, if we're going to do it at all. Come on. Give me a highlight, please. Give me a highlight, please. You know what? At home, I really didn't want to lose at home in our first game. Oh, shit. Okay. I really didn't want to lose at home in our first game in a new division. And we haven't done that. We've got a 1-1 draw with Shrewsbury. They were favourites to win the game. And we've held them to 1-1. That's alright. Brader's saying the performance is disappointing. I disagree. I think that was alright. I don't know if they did brilliantly. I'm just going to say we're unlucky, and that's fine. So I'll go to calm again. I'll just say I was happy, actually. Robinson lost focus. I just said not happy. I didn't mean to do that, but it worked. So I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I bothered doing that. Panicking, I think. Panicking a little, but relax, Freddie, relax. So we got a draw in our first league game. That's alright. 1-1 is fine to be going on with. We're expected to finish down here. In fact, we're expected to finish fucking here. So anything better than that is a win, right? Mavridi's gashed head will keep him out for a week. That's absolutely fine. Now in that press conference then, they were asking me about if I was disappointed with Telford's performance, which I obviously wasn't. And they said it was because of his miss. Now the only real chance that he had was that one that where he nutmegged the defender and then smashed it off the bar from fucking 30 yards. They're calling that a miss. Come on, mate. Another unexpected manager, Patrick Vieira, is the manager of Hull. So he's been talking about me. I think I'm going to be surprised how big the gap between the two sides actually is. That is fighting talk, Patrick. You best win now, mate. You'd best win now. So as you might have seen while I was talking there, a few fitness tests have been passed for Pigott and Pervader, but this is EFL Cup. We're not realistically going to win it, and I'm fighting off relegation this year, so I'm not going to risk players in a game like this. We are going to do quite a bit of rotation actually, and I'm going to need someone to go onto the bench in place of Mavridis. Who else can play striker out of the players I've got? Nobody. So the team that we're going to roll with against Hull is going to be Keller, Roos, Vera. In fact, why aren't I doing nicknames? Let's put this nickname properly, shall we? Because he's not Michael Duckworth, he's Vera. And if you don't understand that nickname, then yeah, you didn't watch Cora in the 90s. Or if you are my age, your mum didn't watch Cora in the 90s. Vera, Christopher de Grasser comes in. Adrian Michael keeps his place. I want to have another look at him. Alex Whittle comes in at left back. White Man is back in. In fact, that can be another nickname put in there. Let's start setting nicknames, shall we? We only call him White Man, so let's call him White Man. He is a white man. He's a very white man. Chris Atkinson, of course. I can't really drop Chris Atkinson. He's too good. Alex O'Hanlon gets a start. Ovi can move up into the advanced playmaker position. See if he can do it any better than Mellis did. Shall I put him on attack or leave it on? I'll leave it on support for now. Andy Little will play as the advanced forward with Cassidy as target man. Actually, no, as defensive forward on defend. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. So Hull are favourites and they are odds on, but it's not that long odds. Not as long as Patrick Vieira would have you believe. And let's have a look at their team. So Mannion in goal, who I've not heard of. Let's have a look at him. Doesn't look any better than Roos to me, really. He's got much better reflexes, yes, but doesn't look amazing. Moses Udibajo on the right back, who's very good. Wright and Ramalho And Garrett, who I've not heard of. Let's have a quick look at these lads then. Yeah, that's a good Championship centre back. Ramallo. Yeah, that's another good Championship centre back. Garrett's not very good. Tyler Garrett. Well, hang on, City Hull. Where is Josh Timon? Let's have a. Have you not got Josh Timon anymore? This is under 23s, lad. Where? I demand to see Timon. Where is he? Where is he? Is at Liverpool. That's where he is. His stats are so good. One of my favourite left backs on this game. If you are if you're a mid-level Prem team and you need a left back, sign this lad. If you are a top-level Prem team and you need a future left back, sign this lad. If you're a Championship or lower team and you can get him on loan, fucking do. He's incredible. As Franny Defers will tell you. So yeah, also they have Layson, who I don't know, and Mo Besic. Oh dear. Price in the midfield, Scott Scannell, Abel Hernandez out on the left. I'm glad he's out on the left. And Belic up top. So let's have a quick look at some of these. Oh shit, he looks very well-rounded midfielder. 34 years old though, so might be able to show him up for his legs. Jack Price looks alright, nothing amazing. Scannell, Sean Scannell, I said Scott, didn't I? Oh fuck, he's quick. He can dribble. He can play. Okay, that's not great. And Belic, 5'8" poacher, good physical stats, anticipation and finishing are decent. I'd say he's about our level though, rather than Championship level. So I don't think we're too outmatched. Once again, we are outmatched, but not too outmatched. So I'll calmly say, let's give the fans a performance despite the odds being against us, and then again calmly tell them I know that they have what it takes. Because it's just going to stay calm here. I'm not going to say anything to strikers because they're both already green. What a kick-off. Andy Little. Fucking hell, mate. Your first kick in League One. Well, you know what I mean. Fucking hell, dude. First highlights for us, it's Ilaria. Back to White Man. Michael. Adrian throws it forward. Bit poorly, but we're going to retain possession. Here's Andy Little. Good overlap from Vera. Get a cross in. Very good cross. There's Cassidy. Oh! How? I was about to start celebrating a goal. How's that not gone in? So we keep the ball. Atkinson will play it to Little. Little will do a nice little turn and play in Vera. Very good ball out wide. Vera takes a touch, gets to the ball line, gets his cross in. Oh, Cassidy. Jake, you have to score that, mate. Corner for them. Garrett takes it. The one who I slagged off, so naturally he does well. What the fuck happened there? Right at the end of the first half, Abel Hernandez gets a goal for them. And I'm going to want to watch this again. So we conceded from 2 corners in our first 2 games. Not ideal. Garrett whips it in. They win the knockdown. Price hammers it a goal. It hits Abel Hernandez. Vera tries clearing it. It hits Abel Hernandez again and goes in. Well, okay. Not much I can say to that, is there? I'm going to calm. I'm going to follow the advice and say unlucky. So let's just go back out there. Because that was unlucky. We held our own with them, and they got a very lucky goal from a corner. So let's go back, and Andy Little is straight away down the right. Anyone in the box, come on, get there, lads. Play it for Vera, very good. Vera, play it back for Chris. Oh, Chris, you dilly-dallied too long, mate. Oh dear. Oh dear, here's Scott Scannell. I know it's Sean. That's poor as well. Adrian can cut that out. Is this actually a highlight, or are you just showing me a really long first highlight? Andy Little. Jake Cassidy. Come on. Come on, lads. Come on. Play it for Whittle. Yes, good. Get out your feet. Get out your feet, Alex. Oh, for fuck's sake. Just thought, might as well while I'm here. There's not much point having him on defensive forward anymore. We will switch him to target man and support. Andy Little, 6.2. It's all falling apart. Our relationship it's in tatters on the ground at this point. I'm bringing in Telford on, who hopefully can be the new Andy Little. But fucking hell, mate. Atkinson and Ovi are both tired, having been playing their second game in a week. So I'm going to bring both of them off. because I'm not really that bothered if we lose this. Lawless and Mellis can both come on. I'll give all three a passionate team talk and hope that maybe I can spark something in one of them that'll get us a goal and get us back in this tie with Hull. Shut Patrick Vieira up, the little cunt. Big cunt. Big cunt who would tear me apart with ease. They brought Hernandez off, which is good, but Sam Kluskis is a decent replacement, so it's not that much of a step down for them. 77 minutes gone, we are going to switch it to overload because fuck it, why not? We're going to go on fluids. We're going to put the ball into the box, we're going to hit early crosses, we are going to shoot on sight, we're going to go more direct, we're going to run at the defence, we're going to be expressive, we're going to close down much more, we're going to go higher tempo. All of those things. Get stuck in as well, fuck it, go on. Roam from positions, go for it. Why the fuck not, right? Nothing to lose. And is this going to be a highlight or is this just the end of the game? Price through for them. Can he take it round Adrian? He can. He shoots. He's fucking scored a great goal. That's a really good goal from young Price. Oh, no, it's not young. I thought that was the regen lad from earlier. It's not. That was great comedic timing as I said young and a big beardy bloke pops up on the screen. Cuts inside though, gets round Adrian. And that's an excellent finish. I can't blame Keller for that one. 2-0. And a goal in injury time of each half. Not an embarrassing performance against a strong championship team though. That's alright. That's not too bad. And we'll end the game with a 2-0 loss away against Hull. I can take a little bit of confidence from that. I'm going to calmly say I'm not too concerned. Because I'm not. And yeah, 2 late goals in either half, so maybe a little problem with switching off, but we held our own in the game. And we got a decent first result in the league. I'm reasonably happy with that. Say it's an episode of the draw and a loss, I'm reasonably happy. And I think we'll do well going forward with this team. So, if you've liked the episode, hit like. If you want to tell me what to do, give me some feedback, go to the comment section. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Peace.